Charles, thanks for having me out to the house here. I gotta tell you, working in this town, one thing you get to know are the neighborhoods, and I know this neighborhood very well. And what we have here is a cast-in-place foundation. It's poured concrete, poured in between two forms. The snap ties, these metal ties that hold the two forms together, are what rebar is set on. When water migrates through those snap ties to that metal rebar, it expands. As it expands, it can get 7 times its original size. So from this to this. When that happens, it will blow the concrete out. And that's why you see these sections of concrete pushed out. Now what you have on top here is somebody's attempted to put some epoxy on there, I think to just patch the crack back up, to not really do anything other than some cosmetics. But what needs to be done is that needs to be removed, the failing rebar treated or removed, taken out completely, the concrete put back, and then carbon fiber put over it. You start to see this kind of happening. Now the front here, we're going to run vertically down it as well with carbon. It's called a soldier beam, but it doesn't have a pier leg in it, and that was put on the other side of the house, and we'll show that to you in a minute. So as we make our way around, we start to see that it kind of diminishes and comes back. So this rebar, as it was being pushed into the concrete, was coming in, it was pushing it into the forms. So that's why it fishes in and fishes out. You can see the chunks here. The good news about some of these things, there's some old repairs here. We can see where the ports are. And what's cool about that is this is an old repair that wasn't structural. But if we had structural issues with the house, this would give it up in a minute. So that's good. Again, more rebar issues. The windows were blocked in for additions. We will be handling this properly here and above here. This is where I want to talk to you about where they actually put an H-beam in and a pier leg. I'm assuming there's a pier leg here because of this concrete that comes out and the drainage system that goes around it to your sump pump. Now, I would suggest that we probably get you a basin in there that is radon ready, so you don't have to have a beautiful piece of steel on your floor. But other than that, we'll make sure the discharge is proper. It isn't. We're going to have to fix that. We don't want to pump going like this and sending it over there and to the left, so we'll modify the discharge. But other than that, you have a drainage system, the start of one here, and you have a radon system, which is what this is here. So those are big updates to a house of this age. Electric panel's been upgraded too. Well, I'm not here to do the inspection of the whole house, but I will tell you that the house is sustainable. It certainly needs to have the rebar taken care of so we can get rid of some of the sag. We're going to investigate the front of the house to see if there's any damages upstairs that might warrant an actual beam being put in. It's funny about this, not funny, what's interesting about this beam is you can see how much the wall pushed in. You see how it's touching at the top? And then at the bottom you'll see the gapping. I would like to see non-shrink grout put behind that. Other than that, that's just me being the dentist telling you you're supposed to floss. That's what I do. If you have any questions, feel free to call me, Burton at Waterproof Solutions. Thanks.